Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice, and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by Jim Palmer's famous No Hassle newsletters. Newsletters are the best client retention tool available and the secret to getting more profitable repeat business and the customer referrals you deserve. With Jim's customer-loving content and done-for-you newsletter templates, you'll get your newsletter out the door and into your customers' hands in less than 1 hour per month. Become a member today at www.nohasslenewsletters.com.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, and I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. We are celebrating my 4th birthday anniversary, I'm not sure what it is, of Newsletter Guru TV. And, listen, quick sidebar here. My team, led by Kate Bradbury, my assistant, reached out to some viewers through my email and just said, hey, we're celebrating Jim's 4-year anniversary of Newsletter Guru TV. And she did it on a weekend. I was traveling to a wedding down in Virginia, and she got back so many replies of some very, very nice comments about what people think about Newsletter Guru TV, how it's helped them, how my advice has helped them, and I was just blown away. So first of all, thank you so much to Kate and my team for putting that together, and thank you to you if you were one of the folks who sent back a reply. Fair to say, you caused a little misty eye action going on here because it was very, very nice. I was touched and very, very grateful. So I love this. So we're going to do another 4 years here, starting with this episode. When I was driving down to Virginia, actually when Stephanie was taking a turn driving, I was on my cell phone and I made a comment on Facebook that I'm gonna do at my next episode, and I'm gonna name names because this all has to do with customer service. And I made a joke that you are gonna find out who my cell carrier has been, and guess what? It is T-Mobile. It's my T-Mobile phone. All right, so T-Mobile. This is going to be a little truth sharing here. But the lesson that I want to share with you today is about not tripping over dollars to pick up dimes, so to speak. Another way to say that is, don't be foolish in the way you look at short-term profits when you should be focused on the long-term profitability. So what are you talking about, Jim? All right, let's go. First of all, it's summertime and I'm inside, which I hate. It is raining again. I've got Lake Palmer down the bottom of my hill, so if you're wondering why Jim's in his office in summer shooting these videos, that's why. This weather has been horrific. I better never hear about the drought here in southeastern Pennsylvania because we've had massive amounts of rain. All right, so get to it, Jim. Come on now. So we're driving down, and yeah, we were in the mountains, but I was having trouble connecting to the internet, and just sitting there, I had time on my hands, so I dialed up T-Mobile and said, just checking. I know I got unlimited data. Why can I get? And he goes, oh, well, you're probably out of signal. Big revelation there. But he goes, yeah, Mr. Palmer, I show all 3 of your lines are active, and I was like, 3 of them? I haven't had 3 lines in almost 2 years. It was almost 2 years ago that I got rid of my last line when my last daughter got married. And I said, what's going on? He says, no, you had 3 lines, yours and Stephanie's. And he gave this number. I said, well, it was my daughter's line. But again, it was at least 20 months ago or something like that should have been disconnected. Check your records. He said, oh, I see where you were. I see where in October, let's see, what was it, October and November of 2011, you said to disconnect it, but it hasn't been disconnected. I've been getting charged all this time, and it racked up. It was totally a non-existent line because she's not using it, but it had like $200 in charges. And I said, well, clearly disconnect it, as I said in October 2011, and put the $200 credit on my account. Well, I could give you a 2 months credit. We could do like $20 or something. I said, oh, that's interesting. Well, you do see that I said disconnect it, and you do see that it wasn't disconnected. He said, yeah, we have partial responsibility. I said, well, I think you have more than partial responsibility. He said, well, sir, you've been getting bills for over almost 2 years, and you haven't noticed it. Yeah, I don't scrutinize this 3, 4, 5 page bill, whatever it is, so I didn't pick up on this odd line. And I said, so are you saying you don't have authority to credit the $200? He said, no. I said, then put someone on who does. So he puts me up to a supervisor, and she says, goes through the whole thing again. Yep, I can see that. Well, here's what we can do. We can do $100 for you. And I'm thinking, good Lord, oh my gosh, you admit it's your problem. I said, by the way, you have my account open. Is that, yeah. When did I become a client? It's at least 10 years ago. She goes, oh no, you've been a very good T-Mobile client for over 12 years. I said, right. And at some point I've had, like, for 3 or 4 years, I had 4 lines I was paying for my girls' phones and stuff when they're in school. And right. And you can see where I did say disconnect it. And that, right. And you're only telling me, well, I can only go up to $100. You can go up to $100. So it's not about fixing the mistake that you made. I said, I'm not one to make threats. That's just not the way I am. But so when are we coming up for renewal? And she said, oh, that's August 2013. So literally in about less than 2 months, I'll be coming up for renewal. I said, well, I'm not going to make a threat. I'm just going to guarantee that if you don't correct this mistake that you made, we will not be T-Mobile customers in September of 2013. Oh, well, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. I said, there is no arrangement. I want this mistake of yours fixed, and we'll go forward. And she goes, hold on a second. She puts me back on hold again, and she goes, Mr. Palmer, $200 credit will be on your account within the hour. I said, fine, then we no longer have a problem, do we? And she goes, no. And so we ended, and I kind of and I told Stephanie the story. She's like looking at me the whole time as she's driving. I told her, and I said, you know what? This is so silly. Companies, too many companies, and it's not just big companies, T-Mobile, well, I finally did make it right. They made me trip through all kinds of hoops and jump through hoops, and a lot of people might have given up and say, okay, I'll take the $100, but it's about what's right and what's wrong. And don't run your business based on, oh, I'm going to give up $200. That's horrendous. Well, you're going to lose a client who's been worth X number of thousands of dollars over 12 years and was planning to be a client forever, or, for the foreseeable future. And so when you are dealing with a customer service situation, you need to remember the lifetime value of a client. If you know the lifetime value of your client, making these decisions when a hiccup does happen, because inevitably there's going to be a hiccup in your relationship with a customer or a client and patient, whatever it is, and you need to do the right thing. First of all, always operate your business with full integrity. If you just stay in integrity, you're going to do the right thing because it's the right thing. But even if you have a tough day or a tough week and you slip out of integrity and you start thinking about the dollars, you still got to do the right thing. If you're focused on dollars, focus on the right dollars, which are the lifetime value of your client. Okay, I got it off my chest. I said I would name names. T-Mobile did fix it, but I got to tell you, a 12-year relationship was damaged. They made it right, but they made me push and push and push, and that's not right. So I'm sure there's other cell carriers who do that to people too, and I think that's, for another cliche, being pound foolish. I forget what it is, so forget I was going to say that. But again, it's tripping over dollars to pick up dimes, and that is wrong. So operate your vision with integrity. Operate your vision with integrity. Operate your business with full integrity, and always do what's right in the best long-term interest of your customers, and that will be in the best long-term interest of your business. Okay. So this is episode 1 of the second of the next, of my 5th year, I guess is the best way to say it. I'm a little tongue-tied today, but on the phone previous to this, and I'm so bummed it's raining out there. But anyway, going to shoot this episode. And so if you found some value in what I've shared with you, I'd appreciate it very much if you would help me pay it forward and share the continuing good news of my smart marketing and business building advice. Go ahead and click the share button. Leave a comment. Always love hearing from you. Definitely love that feedback. Again, thank you so much. You absolutely made my day and made my week and month and year from what you all think of Newsletter Guru TV. It's very, very gratifying. Thank you. And before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value to what it is that you do for your customers, clients, and patients. When you add more value to an already successful program, they will stay longer, and when customers, clients, and patients stay longer, they spend more and they refer more, and that's always a great thing. And before the day is out, just go do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness or intentional acts of kindness, but do something nice for somebody. Wave them into traffic. Let them get on the expressway ahead of you. You're still going to get home 30 seconds later. Let them get ahead of you at the checkout line. Tell somebody, hey, that's a nice coat, nice jacket, nice car, whatever it is. All you got to do is put a smile on somebody's face, and if enough people do that, the world will be a much better place. Until next episode, be sure to check out Stick Like Glue Radio, the only podcast dedicated to helping you create an everlasting bond with your customers so they stay longer, spend more, and refer more. Again, all great things. And Mental Checklist says, I am done. So until next episode, this is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru. I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. And I'll see you next week. And hopefully, we'll be outside. Take care, everybody.